So let's start with something easy. As you can see, it's night in game, it's 3 AM, and it's not really lighten up. Let's say your eyes make an effort to check stuff, mostly when you are not in lighten zones. So, like for example, here there is some light, but when you're out in the ocean, it can be completely dark. So one easy thing to fix that is pressing Escape, Settings, Display, Effects, and set the gamma up. This will make the game brighten up, the graphic brighten up, and it is better playing like this. So yeah, it's 3:30 AM in game, and the vision is good. Another thing people ask a lot about is, do you know any website with alchemy or cooking recipes? Man, you don't need it. You don't need it because the game offers you everything you need just by pressing F2K. So we press F2 and boom, crafting notes is open and we have everything we need. So for example, we don't know how to cook beer, so we press on cooking, we enter a search item which is beer, search beer. We click on it, we scroll down, and here we are. It tells us that we can get it with 5 wheat, 2 living ingredient, 3 purified water, 1 sugar, or 5 wheat, 6 mineral water, 2 living ingredient, and 1 sugar. Remember that it gives wheat as the grain part of this recipe, but whatever grain can be used, so potato, barley, corn, and so on. Same for what concerns the alchemy. For example, you want to make the Elixir of Time, which is the one giving life skill experience. And here we are, Elixir of Time, and it tells you that you need Wise Man Blood, Fireflick Flower, Powder of Time, and Maple Sop. If you don't know, for example, where to get the Wise Man's Blood or how to get it, you click on it, and it will bring you to the part concerning the Wise Man's Blood. So it tells you that you need Clear Liquor Agent, Trace of Ascension, Fox Blood, and Monk's Branch. And that's it, really. But it's not only about alchemy and cooking. It really can be, you can search whatever, like the Manos Hoe, how to make a Manos Hoe, and boom, here you have the recipe. Metal Solvent 15, 5 manas, 50 magical shard, and 1 shining steel hoe. So you don't know how to get a magical shard? Perfect, you click on it, and it tells you that whatever black magic crystal, you just need to melt it. So processing, heating, whatever black magic crystal, and it will give you a magical shard. Another thing you may want to know is when you want to level up your trading, life skill trading, you might start to make crates, so trash crates like the copper ore crate, or it can be zinc ore crate, and so on. With all the ores, you can make these kind of crates that in big quantity give you more trading experience once you trade them. The problem is, I'm in Velia, I want to bring 300 crates to Valencia. 300, I don't suggest you do only 300 because you need like thousands to rise up your trading level. But anyways, I have 307 here and I'm gonna show you with those. So, you say, okay, I want to bring them to Valencia, I'm gonna put them in my inventory. This is too heavy. Okay, right, well, I'll ask my horse to bring that. 307 on my horse. This is too heavy. So, how am I supposed to bring these crates to Valencia if I can't even get them? Like, can I get at least 80? no, it's too heavy. So should I bring them 10 by 10, 1 by 1 to Valencia back and forth? That's kind of a waste of time. So I will teach you how to load your horse. First of all, get the amount you can bring, you can carry. So for example, I will say I can carry 50. Okay, I can carry 50 and I'm overweight. So I'll put this 50 on my inventory, my horse inventory. And it goes there. You see, the horse is already overweight. So he shouldn't take more. So the good thing is that my horse gets whatever I give him as long as he's empty, his inventory is empty. So I'm gonna get another 50, and even if I'm overweight, I'm gonna get from my horse whatever I want. So I will put this 50 in my inventory again. Now I have 100 when I couldn't bring them, now I can. And I will move them to my horse again. And I will do another 50 to my inventory. Then I will grab those on my horse and I will put back to my horse. So remember, you can get whatever, doesn't matter the weight, from your horse, and your horse gets whatever, doesn't matter what, from you, as long as he is not overweight. So another 50 to my inventory and my horse to my inventory. Remember to never click storage, because if I click storage, sorry, now I have to inventory. If I click storage, they will go back. So for example, 50 here, now I will click here inventory again, because if I misclick storage, they will go to the storage and I have to restart it all. So inventory, all of my inventory, all of my horse again. It's a quite long process, but in the end, it is the only way you can really move these crates in a fast way. So inventory, 50, and inventory, horse inventory. So my inventory, and horse inventory. So the 307 crates that we couldn't get now are all on my mount, ready to go. So as you can see here and here, I got mouse functions. So these are my side mouse buttons, basically, and when I press them, something happens in game. So for example, when I press one of them, it will go my ribbon. This is the mouse function too. This is a ribbon skill for sorceress, and it is shift plus X, or it has a quick slot available. Since it is kind of, I don't know, difficult for me to perform shift X because I fat finger it, so I rather have it on the mouse function too. So I just click my side mouse button and the skill will be there. The other, which is the mouse function 1, is my awakening weapon. That's because by default it is on C, but again, it is a bit tricky to me. Every time I try to get the awakening weapon out, I just pass my spirit rage because I press X instead of C, so I rather have it on my side mouse button, as you can see. Every time I click it, it will save my scythe. Wow. I don't even know if I pronounced it right, but anyways. So I'm gonna show you here how to put the awakening weapon or whatever you want on a side mouse button and a skill on a side mouse button. So you press the escape button, you go to settings and to interface. Once you are here, you click on action hotkeys, which will give you this thing, and here you are. you will have toggle awakening main weapon, draw awakening weapon. You will have a C here, but you will put mouse function 1. So you just click on it and then click with the mouse button you want on it, like me. Apply, confirm. Now I click it. I will make you see in a second. So as you can see now, I'm drawing my awakening weapon and main weapon. If we change it, like to make you see interface, action, hotkeys, if I press C, apply, confirm, you see, it is C now, and my mouse function, I'm clicking it, but it is not doing anything. So it's the C this time. So again, interface, action, hotkeys, you find the toggle awakening weapon, you put it on a side mouse button, apply, confirm. It can be whatever, like you don't have to do what I say. Of course, you can, for example, change it to jump. So instead of clicking the spacebar, let's say your spacebar is broken, you can put it on a side mouse button, you can put shift on a side mouse button, and so on. For what concerns the Rabam or whatever other skill, like I have my sorceress, it's a Rabam, you need to first thing you need to do is pressing escape, going to setting, general, and enable this one. So quick slot on, apply and confirm. And you go to edit UI. You, for example, get the quick slot 11 or quick slot 10, it depends on you, and you save. General settings, okay. By the way, to make this appear, you just need to click this display current key input off, display current key input. I will just turn it off. Anyways, going back before we sidetrack. So we activated the quick slot, we activated the quick slot, whatever, 11, it can be 17, 19, it can be all of them. You save, and you go to settings, interface, quick slot, and quick slot 11, mouse function 2. So I'm using another side button, which is not the one I used for drawing the awakening weapon, and apply and confirm. So now the quick slot became a mouse function. At that point, I get whatever skill, like for example this one, the smoke screen, doesn't have any combination. It's a quick slot available. So you gotta press a number. So what I do, instead of pressing a number, which I could fat finger in using an expensive potion or elixir, and it might mess up my fight, I will get the smoke screen on mouse function 2. Once I did that, I will have it on my mouse function 2. So I press it, and the smoke screen is here. You can do it with whatever skill you want. Or for example, I want to put this one or this one. So I put this, and I click the mouse function 2, and as you can see, it will perform it. This is a very simple thing that I've seen 4 or 5 people getting stuck on. To me personally, it's very simple, and you will see why, but probably for some people it is not that obvious. So I rather make you see it because even though it might be simple for you, it might be not for someone else. So if I want to get these 4 millions from the storage, I just click on this. So I click on this little pile of money, and I will get, as much money as I want. Same the reverse. So if I want to put money in storage, I will just, press here and put the money in the storage. And reverse again. So you just need to click on the pile of money to exchange it. And apparently it's not that obvious, since some people were stuck. They were how do I get my money from the storage? click on the pile of money. Oh, thanks, I didn't know. Like, it was obvious for me, but everyone is different, so it's better to say it. Another simple thing, which is really simple, but I found out later, because I thought about it and I saw, oh my god, I could have done this. It's so long time ago and I didn't think about it. It's that, for example, I make Calphion crates to get money, and I think many people do that. And but of course everyone is smart and they do it in Calphion, Trent or Grana, because the distance with Valencia is greater, so it will give them more money and more experience. But you know, I'm not that smart, so I make them in Heidel. Don't ask me why I started making them in Heidel and I never changed it. Maybe one day I will change everything. Anyways, I had my wood workbench and I was making Calphion crate, one at a time with the workers. Then I thought, why not buying all the wood workbench? And that's what I did, and started making Calphion crate in each of them. And it's way faster. Again, it might be obvious for most of people, but to me it wasn't, so it might help someone else too. So, as most of you know, if you want to make blackstone powder, you gotta get a refinery. So if you get a refinery, you will see that you can make blackstone powder by gathering 2 raphstone, put in a worker, and from 2 raphstone it will give you 1 blackstone powder. That's the method with the refinery. But there is a simpler method and faster, which is you go to the central market, you go to magic crystals, you get a cheap crystal, which can be, for example, the magic crystal infinity, ignore grapple resistance. There are 24 listed, so I will get some of them. Once you got your crystals, you have to press L, grinding, put one of the crystals, process all identical items, start, every single item will be processed. Do you want to proceed? Yes. And you start grinding them. So to make it short, just out of 15 I got 576 blackstone powder. So I grounded 16, 618. You see here, 1 crystal, how much blackstone powder gives. So this is really advice to do, rather than buying a refinery, put a worker, unless you want to do, you know, like you grind all the day long and you don't care about life skill and you leave your worker doing it. Anyways, the most expensive is the crystal, the most black powder you get by grinding them, but I suggest you grind the cheap ones because they give a bunch of blackstone powder anyways. I will make you see now how to take screenshots in slow motion, which is fun when your tone has effects, like it can be the Dark Knight, like I love the Dark Knight effects because they are all colorful. Anyways, the first thing you gotta know is that to hide the UI, you gotta press Ctrl U. This hide the UI and makes you get better screenshots, of course. Once you are in this mode, you can do the slow motion, for example, of whatever skill by pressing U. It's kind of difficult because you gotta press many buttons. So, for example, remember this slow motion kind of thing only works in safe zones. You cannot do it in the wild, you cannot do it in red zones, because it wouldn't work. So, for example, you perform a skill, which can be, you press U, perform a skill, sorry, wrong button, U, perform a skill, and take a screenshot. Now, I'm playing the game in high quality, not in remastered, so could be a bit sucky, but I will put the screenshot here so you will see what it came out. Or we can try another, for example, let me try to do something. So, U, skill. So as you can see, it is in slow motion. So it's pretty fun, and you can really create stunning screenshots in this mode. So remember, Ctrl U to remove the UI, and safe zone, so make sure you're in a safe zone, and press UI whenever, and it will do the slow motion thing. Even if you're not casting a skill, just know you have to keep to press it once, and it will go for some seconds. If you keep it pressed down, it doesn't matter. It stops. It's not like it will continue doing it. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video and you found it useful. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you the next time.